Welcome back to your bonus read for the end of March 2023. Yes, we will be back weekly, and we do have the live content that is hosted via YouTube. If you go to the main page and you click the bell on that live session, you'll get notified. We also have super chats directly after the session. Without further ado, let's have a look at Divine Masculine's energy for this week and what I see coming through for them. There's a lot to do with heart-centered energy and really questioning their integrity. And it's one of those baffling times we're living in within society at this point in time that we're really trying to gain. I heard the term losing my religion, and I think Saturn and Pisces is really bringing that about to a degree, trying to have faith in ourselves, but really going back to the table and saying, okay, where do I stand? Am I the bad guy? It's just a metaphor. Am I the bad guy in a situation? You know, where is my moral compass here? What am I doing? I feel especially in relation to awakenings, the twin flame path. I do see Divine Masculine looking to the past and almost going into that understanding and wanting to search for deep meaning on an esoteric level, spiritual level, occult level, as to what this all is meaning. Yes, I'm still here. My washing machine started screaming. Apologies. I really feel that this could be the term twin flame path. This could be the term spiritual awakening. The laws of attraction, you know, the joint connection. I really think if something was ever, you know, brought to their awareness of it, they could be going through a similar situation to you. This is really connecting into their guides. They could be getting synchronistic messages from signs on the road, songs coming up, dream states coming through with their ancestors that have passed over. There's a lot to do with the light worker energy. Some of them could be seeking mediumship. Some of them also are highly sensitive because of this. They could be looking at habits and pacifiers and the reasons why they tapped into those situations in the past and how it directly impacted their aura. I think from a heart space, they're having empathy and regret. They're having a lot of understanding. They're wondering why they're attracting individuals into their life in the first place. It does feel at the heart of the matter there are, you know, it's like they're saying to themselves, you know, do I need to turn into the, you know, away from the 4D and into the 5D and ask source for assistance? It's something in their heart that is telling them the truth of a situation. They know that something potentially isn't for them. Your angels want to help you with this situation. However, they require your permission before they can intervene in your free will choices. And, you know, that's very synchronistic. Universe does tend to give us 3 warnings. And so inevitably we do learn and, you know, we do get out of our way at some point in time. Sometimes we can be way too much in the 3D and get tunnel vision and feel, you know, this isn't working. How can it ever work? Why am I attracting these individuals into my life? Why do I feel so guilty because I can't be everything to everyone? I feel there's a huge pressure point. But then even when we are doing things that we know that aren't good for us, because of love, empathy, compassion to other individuals, I feel it's in that fatigue point we get to where we do give it to Gaia. because we simply have no solutions. And it is this heart-centered energy, is empathy, understanding. I feel they're having empathy and understanding towards all individuals, but they're highly sensitive this week. I do feel they're getting synchronicities, but they don't know why it's coming up. Some of them are having animal totems coming up. We have power animal here, and they're kind of looking at like, why do I keep saying that animal totem? Why is this keep coming up? What I'm seeing isn't a horse, it's actually an eagle. And they're asking the individual to gain perspective, to rise above a situation so that they can view it from a more heart-centered energy, but a detached perspective. Oh. Okay, this happened to me years ago, and this is one of the sometimes my guides access my memory system as example points. And there was a point in my twin flame path that I saw a lunar moth. This particular one that I saw was very, very rare. And I had seen it a few times, which is it was quite interesting, so synchronistic to a degree. And I'd seen it a couple of times, and then when I went to my twin's house, I saw it. And the funny thing was, a karmic entered the equation at that time, and I remember him asking me what it meant, and I told him, again, this is the basis of what's coming through in the reading, so it makes sense. Funny enough, yes, they did stare left instead of right. Not that anything's wrong. It's like it was what it was. But at that point in time, they misunderstood another connection as a spiritual connection over the one that they currently were in, which was with me, so to speak. So yes, they went down a path and they went to assess it, and it didn't end up being what they thought it was. And it's not that anything's wrong or right. It's more that we feel we relate to another person. It's almost like trauma bonding, and therefore this is my divine match. And generally in a twin flame path, there's trauma on both sides. So it's we can misunderstand it, so to speak. I'm noticing the heart chakra here. And this is to do with the spiritual connection, ironically enough. This animal totem that has come through for them, this synchronistic event. And I feel it's, again, although it's in the current tense, for some of you, it can be something that's just playing out, this week. But I do feel it's to do with the memory system, and they're looking back and they're going, oh my gosh, okay, I misunderstood that. I was in that tunnel vision. I was in that 3D. This person's being very loving, patient, understanding. And that's what love is. Love is very matter of fact. It has no attachment. It's, look, you hurt me, I still love you. I don't want you to hurt me. I maybe don't like your choices, but I still love you, even if that hurts me. Do you get what I'm saying? So by no means am I co-signing a toxic vibration, but I do feel they're having a revelation as to the commitment and love that you have, how you have helped them transform, how points in the path you guys really have mirrored each other. They don't want to let you down. They know you're very strong. They know you're worthy. They know that you've made sacrifices. And the answer is in their heart. They know what they want. And at the moment, they feel that they're just not happy in their life. And that's something totally separate to you. But they want to get that bliss back. They want to have that heart centered. They also feel it can't just be talk. It can't just be messages. It needs to be the actions that are showing up, because they aren't giving as much as they can give, but they're feeling they can do a whole lot better. Yeah, spiritually speaking, shadow work tends to come up with Pisces, and we do have the spiritual energy coming through with the singing and dancing. I feel there's an out of balance chakra going on to do with healthy boundaries. Saturn is to do with healthy boundaries. And to the basis and the foundation of this, what I can see is they could actually be putting their foot down with an individual, creating a healthy boundary. This could be with children, tribe, definitely. So from the animal totem, they're having revelations to do with spiritual connection. They're bouncing between the 3D, 4D, and 5D, and they're trying to work a situation out. So why do we do that? Why do we jump between the 3D, 4D, and 5D? It's because of 3D, we're looking at something and it's like Cinderella effect. It's just not fitting. And then we go into the 4D and we freak out. and we face our shadow. We look at different ways it could play out. And then we move to the 5D and we see it at its most perfect octane. And we're like, why does it? That's what it could be. That's what it truly is. But I've got to go back to the 4D, face my fears, go back to the 3D, find a solution. And so this individual here is like, wow, am I the problem? Am I at a foundation level being too sympathetic towards individuals because of things that I've addressed? Are there things they need to go through to learn? Is this actually my lesson, or is this other people's lessons here? Am I the catalyst to their lessons? So they're looking back and they're going, well, I've got to practice what I preach, because I've said some of these things to divine feminine. And I walk that truth myself, but I'm not requiring that of other people in my life. Now, the heart chakra card, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. I think they're having to really map this out. I think whatever this is a major breakthrough, and it's so beautiful to see. This is a breakthrough. The question mark isn't over divine feminine. They love you unconditionally. They know you deserve so much more. That's why a lot of times they break up with you. That's why a lot of times they think, look, I'm not quite where I need to be for you. We both do put each other on pedestals. And then we realize we're human. Everybody's human. We're all broken. We're all black sheep of the family. We're all individual in our own light. The spiritual connection between the both of you, because you have got a lot of history together and past life history, it continues on, right? The higher you ascend, the less likely you are to run. This individual's not letting you go, but they're also realizing there's something that they haven't let go of that is impacting the whole connection at a foundation level. Let's pull a clarifier on the release card. What is the situation that they need to release? I think it's to do with healthy boundaries. I think it's the empathy. Sometimes empathy tends to get us in trouble. It's not that we can't have empathy, but empathy doesn't mean we are another person's solution. Does that make sense? Okay. In what is this in relationship to? What is this release card, please? Please show us what this release card is. What is this release card that divine masculine needs to address? Him doing it all. Them doing it all. Doesn't have to be a him. Them doing it all. Other people doing the work. Doing the work for other people. Okay. In a romantic situation, what is this place? Yeah. Needing to let it go. It's been over already. It's already over. Accept it. It's already over. How they're going to take it. I remember years ago, I was told I couldn't have children. I then fell pregnant, and I was like, gosh, I'm such a mapper. It's like, yeah, I'm prepared, and I thought, how am I going to balance that? So Libra. And my mother said to me, probably the best advice she's ever given me is you just work it out. You just do. And it's like, don't question, micromanage. Don't jump between the 3D, 4D, 5D. Just walk, right? Just walk into it. Have empathy and understanding. We acknowledge your fears. That's us talking to Gaia Source. Your guides have your back. Chapters end. What is your new chapter after that? If it means taking a moment, take a moment. But I do feel there's an ending here. Yeah. I just heard a song. Let me see if I can pull the lyrics up. Could we have a lot of souls transcending over? Yes, we could. It's Celine Dion, Immortality, and Bee Gees. Let's see the lyrics. Oh, that didn't work. 1 minute. Hmm. I'll put lyrics in. I know it's got some subliminal meaning. Revelation of who the person is. So this is who I am, and this is all I know. And I must choose to live for all that I can give, the spark that makes the power grow. And I will stand for my dreams if I can, symbolize a symbol of my faith of who I am. This is really go through and look at the lyrics. I'll try and put them in the community. I'm sorry I don't have a role for love to play. Handed my over my heart, I'll find my way. Yeah, this is to do with the spiritual connection. It's the revelation that we can only be who we are. That there are some connections that really are quite fated. There's some connections that are very, very deep. It's like the full card in tarot, but it's very, in the vibration, it feels very in awareness, um, sad, apologetic. And look, we've got integrity. It's like, okay, in order to be who I am, in order to love who I love, I'm gonna let people down, but I can't be everything to everyone. I did the very best I can in this lifetime, but I've got to feed the fire within. Okay. Come through and join us for the joint connection. Tell me how this lands. I think this is a beautiful revelation for Divine Masculine. We are live every week for the joint connection. Come through and join us. Click the bell. By going to the main page, you support the channel. By clicking the bell on it, it also tells YouTube and the algorithm what your vibes are in YouTube. Otherwise, I'll see you on the other side. Take care, beautifuls.